Okay, all right. Obviously, a tough one the other night. Offensively, we faced really adversity for the first time. Getting off to a tough start. I think we had 2 penalties. We had a fumble, a lot of uncharacteristic things. I was proud of the way that our guys fought back. At the end, it's a play or two one way or another. But we're still growing as an offense. I've said that. I think we'll continue to get better. We got to correct self-inflicted things, but our guys, I thought they responded, for the most part like champs, and we're growing as a offense, and so that was an experience that we need to learn from and be better moving forward. Questions?
Ira?
When you say responded like champs, are you talking about during the game, or are you talking about since?
Yeah, just the body language, their demeanor, and responding like we'd want them to respond, and fight, and and play hard and all that. So.
Brendan?
On a couple of the 4th and shorts late in the game, you guys opted for play action.
Yeah.
What was it, I guess, that you were seeing from what Virginia was doing to do that instead of running?
Yeah, obviously when something doesn't work, it's not a very good call, and obviously that was a big moment. But as a coach, you strategically spend a lot of time, and I felt really good about it, and it didn't work. The corner did a really good job, and didn't work. And obviously when it doesn't work, it's a bad play call in that moment. We got to do a better job, and obviously that didn't work.
Liam?
What did you see from Tommy, especially bouncing back after that interception?
Yeah, I mean he's playing his guts out. I think everybody can see that. I mean, he's still learning his teammates too, and but he's really fighting hard and playing hard, and I was proud of his effort.
Evelyn?
Coach, I think Tommy said that he thought maybe some of the guys might have been riding a little bit high after the hot start. What is the key to flushing this and kind of building?
Yeah, I mean, it's been happiness camp for 3 weeks. We played really good. We didn't face any adversity, and you go on the road, you're going to face adversity, and you got to keep in mind. We got 11 new starters. We got new coaches working. Like everything is, we're growing. We faced adversity, and I think the biggest thing, the positive I took from the deal is the way we responded. We kept fighting and kept playing. There was some execution things late, obviously, but we're still growing, and that's just the way it is. And we got to eliminate the mistakes. I do feel good about this group, the way that they responded after the game, the way they responded today in the practice, and we got to be that offense that learns from it and is better moving forward. And I expect us to do that.
Chris?
What is it that Miami can do defensively that challenges you?
Yeah, I mean they're talented. Their defensive coordinator is very impressive. You can tell they know what they're doing. They're guys up front. They got some real guys up front, and that's really what stands out and watch film. They're going to make you earn it. I mean that's probably the bottom line.
Ira?
Duce had such a huge game, but obviously disappointing the last catch there. How did he process that? And is that a sign of what he can be, just that overall?
Yeah, I mean, he's a big time guy. I really think he's an elite guy. I think he's growing too, and he's learning to be the go-to guy and everything that goes with it. And that last one was tough. I mean, he probably could have went either way, but hey, it is what it is. You learn from it. But I'm real proud of him. He played every snap, I believe, and he played his guts out, and really impacted the game in a lot of positive ways.
Liam?
Did you and Mike discuss it all going for 2 after that late touchdown by Randy?
No.
Peter?
We've seen Usman getting more carries,
Yeah.
and more touches. That are you starting to grow more trust in him getting more of them?
Yeah, I think so. You go on the road, and he's starting. The game is starting to slow down a little bit for him. And I think that's real important. But you saw he runs extremely hard, and he's a violent runner, and so I expect the game to continue to slow down. And he's got, he's a real talented young man.
Brendan?
Getting Randy back, I guess, how big was that for you guys, and
Yeah.
just moving forward, what do you think do for this offense?
Yeah, Randy's he's one of our better overall football players. He does a lot of things. He's like a coach on the field, and he allows you, from a coach's standpoint, to do a lot of different things. And he knows the system. I think that's important too.
Ira?
I know you can't get everybody in the game, but Kazaya looked good when he was in there. Didn't see him much later on that he was okay. And then also Jalen Lucas. There's some games where he got utilized a lot, but not others.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of different playmakers. We have a lot of different running backs too, and I think each game you go into a plan, and he was coming off an injury, but he did some really good runs right there in that one series right there. So, we got a lot of confidence in all these guys, and I think each game you'll see different guys utilized, but the good thing is, you know, like I said, we got options.
Any other questions? Aslan, last one.
Just in this day and age, Coach, a loss in September doesn't really hinder you too much. I guess just what's comforting about that, and how do you have to recalibrate the way you coach guys up and keep their mentality?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got to learn from it. I mean, you know, that was a tough loss, and you know, the way you respond to adversity, I think, defines who you are. You know, as an offense, as a player, as a coach, and we all got to be better. We got to grow from it, and like I said, I expect us to do that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, guys.